Hi, good afternoon. It's Tom. 2:30 on a Saturday afternoon. Last night I received, a little late, but in any event, I received the update for 2026 14.66 or whatever it is with the latest FSD being 14.3.3. So what I wanted to do, been out working at the pastures and on equipment all day, wanted to take a quick drive and record it and just kind of see whether the 14.3.3 really does make a difference on a couple of things that I've been continuing to have issues with. So what I'm going to do is literally record this entire drive. It'll be a fairly short drive, just making a run to Dollar General, 7 miles and some change, 11 minutes. A couple different types of roads. Not going to be on a highway at the moment, but we're going to see how it does and then see how it does on parking at the little Dollar General out here in the boonies. So I am going to literally start self-driving from here in the garage, and we'll start with seeing how it does backing us out, and then I will kind of keep track of what it does as we're progressing. So this is new, the so-called streak indicator. It says I'm in hurry mode, which I really don't need to be. I'll adjust that here in a second. We'll go back to standard mode for the moment. All right. So far, so good. I am disappointed. I do not like, honestly, the way that they've moved my additional trip counter for the time spent on a particular FSD version is now no longer available here on the front screen. It's got to be over on the energy page. I think that's disappointing and that's a mistake, but nevertheless, they didn't ask me first. So we're going to be going straight ahead to the gate, taking a left, quarter of a mile, left again onto a high-speed back farm to market road. I do want to test this, pardon me, allergies. I do want to test this new version on the highway, but today the Colonial Golf Tournament is going on in Fort Worth, and I really do not want to be anywhere near that or on any local highway with all of that traffic. Okay, so we did the full NHTSA stop and then a creep. Looking good left and right. I know I don't have a multi-camera setup. Sorry, guys. But it did a good job on the stop and then a creep, and it went appropriately after the black Defender. So up here at the top of the hill, we're going to be taking a left. It is an unprotected left at a stop sign at a T intersection. High-speed traffic. I mean, people blow through here both directions at 60. Looks like the Defender's going left. So we have traffic coming from the right, and now we have traffic coming from the left. A couple of cars, and our view is now blocked. Guys, I can't see to the right anymore. All right, we look okay, both directions. Here we go. Good job on that. Okay, so speed limit on this road for the moment is 45. Like I say, people routinely do 60. And then up here in about a quarter of a mile, it goes to, in fact, less. There's the sign. It's going to 55 here in just a minute. So this will give us a little bit of higher speed driving. Still not a highway. So standard mode, and we're now creeping above the 55 speed limit. I want to see what it goes to. Right now I'm 2 over. about y'all, I kind of like having the split screen, so it gives me situational awareness on the right side. It's a pilot thing, I guess, but anyway. Got a guy running up behind me that y'all can't see. I guess 57 is not enough for him. Big deer in the road. I don't know if that showed up on camera. I'll have to play back and see if the deer showed up here on the indicator. About a half mile, we'll be turning right. It's a very pretty little back road. Got a lot of twisties. It's a low speed road, 30, 35. Definitely some twisties. It's a great road for a motorcycle. And then we'll do some zig and zag, get over to Dollar General, see how it does on parking, and then I'll figure out where to go from there. So far, it's stable. I mean, it just seems confident and competent. I have not had any issues yet. A lot of times I would have pulled over to the right there. All right, we're going to figure out who's going. I guess the guy to my left is going first. Then it'll be our turn. Here we go. No problem with that. That's fine. In the past, I have taken a left here and let both my car and my wife's practice parking in the parking lot right there at that church, but the spots are so poorly marked. It's a problem. So we're just going over here to Dollar General, let it do its thing. So, like I say, real nice twisty here. Just a nice rolling sweep right, sweep left, and then we're going to have a hard double 90 up here ahead of us. Like a hard 90 right, then a hard 90 left. It's fun on a bike. Great road for a bike. And then, just a commentary note, I did, before I got in the car just now, I made sure I took a wet towel and cleaned all my cameras, both the main top front center camera and then both repeater cameras and the side cameras and the trunk camera. Just because. Just wanted them to be clean for the footage of the new version. Alright, we have another fun sweep up here. Brake left and then back to the right. And then we'll be heading due west over toward what's called 730. It's, again, another farm to market road. I don't know if y'all can really appreciate all this countryside out here, but it's a pretty area. Kind of a mix. Everything from mobile homes to nice homes and everything in between. Alright, so we're doing just under a mile straight ahead. We'll intersect FM 730. I'm here to tell you this again is another T intersection, although it's kind of at an angle instead of being a square. So it's an angled T, high-speed traffic coming from a partially obstructed view to the left. We'll be turning right, but I'll have high-speed traffic coming from the left that's difficult to see because of a turn in the road. So here on this back road, speed limit posted is 35. It's doing 40 in standard mode. As far as the arrival option at the destination, I have it looks like it's chosen parking lot, and then this is new in 14, I think new for 1433. The parking lot P, letter P indicator. I don't know that it'll let me zoom in and choose a specific spot, but we'll see what it does. What I anticipate doing, if it parks correctly, is I'll let it go into park, and then I'll take a minute and route the next leg. Okay, we're looking good to the left. I don't know what it can see. We did a NHTSA stop, still good. It's only a fraction of a mile up here on the right, 3/10. Got somebody running up on me at 60, but we're going to be turning right here in just a second. Okay, it's right there through the trees. Here we go. Okay, good job on the turn in. Busy little parking lot. Let's see what it does. Got a lot of cars. Oh, it's going to back in, it looks like. I'm okay with that if it does it right. It's not hit any curbs. Looking good. Looking good. Cool. So, it's in park. Leg number 1 is complete. I'm going to pause the camera for just a second while I figure out what I want to do next. So, there's no interruption in the drive coverage, but there's no reason to leave the camera running while I figure out where to go next. So bear with me. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've decided that one of the things that I also want to try is using the new Grok capability for laying in a nav course. So I'm going to let you watch as I hit the button. I have not set it up to where it's listening to me all the time. So I was going to navigate to the house. I'm going to end that trip, and I'm going to ask Grok to take me to 2 specific destinations, specifically including using Jacksboro Highway 199 to get from the first destination back to my house. So here we go. You can listen to, let's see how Grok does. Hi, Ara.
Hi there. What's up?
So I need some help, please. If you could, I'm doing a test drive on the new FSD version 14.3.3. And what I'd like to see if you could do for me, please, is set me up a 2-leg route. The first leg will be from my present location at the Dollar General on FM 730 to the Azle Memorial Library. And then from the library, I want to navigate back to my house, but I do want that leg from the library to the house to include me getting back onto Jacksboro Highway, please.
Route set. First to Azle Memorial Library, 3.3 miles away. Then home via Jacksboro Highway. ETA 7 minutes total.
I'm sorry, that does not look like you have me going on to Jacksboro Highway. So after the library, I need Jacksboro Highway, 199.
Got it. Canceled the old route and set a new one. Azle Memorial Library first, then Jacksboro Highway 199, and home after. About 7 minutes total.
That looks better. Thank you. Okay, perfect. We're done, Era. Thank you. Goodbye.
You're welcome.
Okay, cool. So, again, she had me going on a back road instead of getting on 199. I just want to see how it does on 199, which is a highway. I'm not quite sure what all this mess is, but I guess we'll find out. So here we go. We're going to start self-driving and see what she does. So what we're doing is we're going from here north on 730 to the public library in Azle, which again has a very nice parking lot, but it can be busy. So that'll be a couple miles away. And then we'll go from the library. Once it parks, we'll go to the house. I do have high-speed traffic coming from my left. Here we go. I have a gap. Let's go. Oh, hesitation. I don't know if y'all could detect that on the camera. There was definitely some double brake tap. It started and then double brake tap, but then it went. A good courtesy move for the mail van. All right, let's get a better look at my routing here. So all we're doing is essentially going up 730 to the library. And we'll go on the main road in Azle. Stewart Street, I think it is. Oh, Main Street. All right, here we go. Pardon me. Excuse me, swallowed wrong. Okay, so speed limit here is 45, but with the traffic in front of us, we're constrained. We are proceeding on course. It's about 2 miles, a little over. Go to the library and let it park itself and then proceed. And I guess here, as far as my streak, when it parked the first time, I think I was at about 7.4 miles. I guess since it thinks it successfully, and it did, since it successfully completed that drive and went into park, there was no disengagement, and so now it started over on a new drive, and it's continuing my streak without a disengagement. I'm a little concerned there's going to be a disengagement depending on what it's doing here. But I'll give it every chance to make it right. About a mile. All right, we have a reduction in posted speed limit here. It just dropped from 55 to 40 100 yards ago, and now a second sign, still no decrease in speed. That's not good. We'll be taking a right at this light up here. It has now shown the new speed limit, but it did not reduce. All right, making a right turn. We're good. Go right away. Okay, and then the library should be very close up here, less than a half mile on the right. Posted is reducing to 35. It sees the reduction. I think we're just being limited by the traffic in front of us at the moment. It's hard to tell what FSD would be doing if left to its own devices. All right, here's the library. This is a very confusing parking lot. It's a split driveway in a couple of places. It has parking going both to the left and to the right. So let's see what FSD decides. Gosh, a lot of people here. A lot of people. Well, that's not going to work. That is not good. So I'm curious if it's going to... It did not. Okay. That is not an acceptable parking. I am at a 15 or 20 degree angle. My butt is over the line to the left. And so not happy with this parking job. It nosed in. It should have gone on down further and picked some other spot to back into. I'm totally unclear what it thinks it's doing here. So let me see why it's taken me this way. So what I'm going to do is end the trip and just see what it allows me to do as far as going home. So that's what I want to do. I want to get on 199, but there's no reason for me to be going backwards like it had me doing. So okay, I think that'll work. This is just crazy. I'm parked really badly. I'm hanging out in the traffic, but I'm going to go ahead and engage it. Let's go. Look, now you can tell how bad that was. That was just terrible. Okay, so now what we should be doing is coming out of here, zigging and zagging, going to the right, getting onto 199, and then some more zigging and zagging, which I'm doing on purpose. Okay, so we are going to the right. Previously it was having me go to the left, which made no sense whatsoever. So that means I'm not entirely happy with the route. Oh my God, we could have gone. We had a half a mile. I do have low speed traffic coming from the left. After this car we should go. There we go. Wow, it should have gone. Oh well. Okay, the posted here is 30, which it does correctly show. It has me doing 40. Hazel is a notorious speed trap. I prefer to be nav up, so here we go. We're going to make a left at the light, pick up 199, just because I want to see how it does on the highway. And although nobody treats this as a proper highway, they park in the left lane and just diddle. this will be a protected left, and then we're going not even a quarter of a mile, and we'll be making a right at another light to get onto 199 southeastbound. All right, here we go. And unfortunately, there's always a lot of traffic gets caught at this light. It's flashing red, and one of the lights is completely out of operation. So this will be interesting. I don't know if y'all can see this. So we have two lights up in front of us. One of them is working, one of them is not, but they're flashing red. We'll be making a right turn here. We'll let him go first, presumably. Here we go. All right, our turn. And then we'll be jumping on to 199 right here. Hopefully. Yes. Okay. And this is a posted of 60. So it needs to get on with it. Get up to speed. One of the biggest problems that I had previously was with just stupid lane changes. Lane changes to nowhere or for no reason, including pulling over to the left lane at a speed when FSD could not possibly pass anybody. I'm really hoping they fixed some of that. So let's see if it has me getting off, where it has me getting off. I'm going to do this route instead. So anyway, just a very short piece. We have a box in the road. Kind of showed up on the indicator or the visualizer screen. I don't know what that was about. I guess I accidentally touched. Okay, so anyway, we are now back off of 199. Going to be doing some back roads, heading back toward the house. So the posted on this access road is 40. We're still doing 55. And then we do need to go straight through the light, and then we'll be taking a right up there a ways. Well, it's doing a good job of slowing down. That's fine. Again, there's no reason to be getting a ticket. So this has all been in standard mode so far. When I go, if I drive tomorrow, I'll probably give it a test in either hurry and or Mad Max modes, but I just want to see what it did in standard first. All right, we'll be turning right up here in a couple hundred feet. And I don't know if y'all can see it on the camera, but Fort Worth is way up there. 12 miles, 15 miles. All right, very short little piece of road. We'll be turning right, zigging and zagging our way back to the south and the west, back to the house. So one of the other things that I did want to check is the reported leniency on being able to look at your phone while you're driving, because I need to pull up my app that lets me unlock the gate in the neighborhood. And so I'm kind of sort of looking at it, but not trying to be just blatant about it. just checking emails real quick, and then, okay. So far I'm not getting a nag. I'm not being flagrant about this, but just checking things real quick. Okay, so we'll have the app ready for the gate when we need it in a couple of minutes. We're going to continue due west on this piece of road, and we'll then have an unprotected left at yet another T intersection. I mean, they're just everywhere out here. So, T intersection, unprotected left, posted is 40, normal is 50 plus. And it's a stop. Creep. And a go. All right. Really not much of a creep. I just kind of took a look and went. So we're now going to go south on this about a mile. Posted 35. The common speed out here is at least 45, 50. Interesting. You just saw that 35 sign, and I don't know if y'all could tell it on the camera, but there was a noticeable deceleration. So we're 5 over. Look, I'm good with that. We're in standard mode. So, I'm just thinking and talking out loud here. Overall, this has been a good drive. It's been stable, confident, competent. So, good on that. The couple of issues, minor, no disengagements. I had the double tap brake stab coming out of the parking lot. We have a pedestrian. He's barely showing up on my screen. So we had the double brake stab coming out of the Hazel Library, I think, or out of the dollar store. Then coming out of the library, it definitely waited longer than it needed to for traffic coming from my left. I mean, it definitely could have made safely the right turn, but it chose to wait for 2 cars. And then the navigation from the dollar store to the library and then to the house was a total disaster. I don't know what Grok was thinking. That was a mess. However, no disengagement. Oh, and the parking at the library was horrendous. It's kind of how it's been doing it in my garage at the house, which is just totally unacceptable. I mean, can't even get my other car out because of the angle and being too close. So that's one of the couple of things that I've been having an issue with on 1432. Can't park for squat in the garage at the house. So we are going to see how it does on that now. All right, about 0.2, so 1,000 feet. We're taking a right at again, yet another T. This is a potentially dangerous high-speed situation where there are people going to be coming. I'm going right. The people coming from my left are going to be doing 60 commonly. So, and it's also obstructed by this brush. So I have one of these cars says they're turning right, but I'm not clear that the truck behind him is. Okay. Well, so we have 3 vehicles coming. The first 2 are indicating a right turn. The third one is now indicating a right turn. We need to go. Go ahead. I went ahead and pressed the accelerator. Once the third vehicle indicated a right turn, I wanted to go because then there was another vehicle coming behind it that's going straight. So I'm going to call that an assist. I don't know why we're doing 35. The speed limit out here is 45. You're going to get me hurt. It has not adjusted its speed. This is not good. 35 on this road will get me rear-ended. Okay, so again, speed on this road is not 35. It's 45. So this continues to be an issue because it affects the speed profiles. So the Navdata is wrong, and it therefore has the car driving at the wrong speed. All right, I use the app to open the gate. We should be able to go right on in. We're good. All right, so now we got the house. It'll be up on the left, 0.2 miles, 1,000 feet. It's a elevated concrete driveway over the bar ditch with a mailbox close to the approach. So we'll see. This vehicle has done well at getting into the driveway on prior versions. However, the parking has been a mess. All right, so this is us here on the left. Get the door coming up. It's coming. Now, I'm not going to do any kind of an assist. I want to see what it does on its own. It didn't swing near wide enough. So it's going to do the exact thing that it did at the library. It's pulling in at a terrible angle. I'm at a 15-degree, look, I'm at a 15-degree angle, and the rear end of my car is way too close to my wife's Tesla. So this is not acceptable parking. However, as far as Tesla's concerned, it was a successful completion without a disengagement. So I guess Tesla thinks that my streak is more important than good parking. So in any event, we are done. We're home safe. I'm going to download this footage and then hopefully upload it later today or tomorrow. So I'm going to end this video. Thank you all for riding along. Let me know your thoughts in the comments once I get it posted up. And then I'll try and do another one tomorrow to get onto some real highway and try some other of the new features. So anyway, hope you all have a good afternoon.